How does a guy go from being the target of hate to leading his national team as captain and becoming the heartbeat of one of England's biggest clubs? This dude's work rate is off the charts, and he's absolutely vital to a squad.
Back in his teens, Dominic packed his bags and left Hungary, chasing a bigger spotlight. To some folks back home, that move felt like he was turning his back on them. As a Hungarian, you've got to prove you're worth it, you know? And man, did he prove them wrong. He didn't just shut up the doubters, he won them over. Now, he's rocking the captain's armband for Hungary and tearing it up as the driving force in Liverpool's midfield. Once written off, now he's the guy they can't do without. This is Dominik Szoboszlai's story. Sobo, yeah, that's the name, for Liverpool, for Hungary, for Dominik Szoboszlai.
In the sleepy little town of Székesfehérvár, a kid with a ball glued to his feet and a fire in his soul dreamed of playing on a stage way bigger than the local streets. Dominic grew up in a family obsessed with football, with his dad Zsolt doubling as his coach and his biggest cheerleader. Football wasn't just a game for young Dom, it was life.
You ever hear about how his dad got him booked? Yeah, my old man played too, Szoboszlai once said. Soon as I could walk, he was out there kicking a ball with me, messing around. While other kids were just messing about for fun, Dominic was grinding, obsessed with getting better. From age 3 to 7, it was the same routine every day. Train with his team, then with the younger kids, then with the older ones, sharpening his touch, his vision, and his knack for smashing a ball with style and precision. His dad pushed him harder than anyone else, and some parents even questioned it, like, yo, why are you so tough on him? But Zsolt knew what he was doing. It'll pay off, he'd say. And damn, was he right. The goal was crystal clear: climb from Hungary's youth leagues to the top of European football.
His big break came at Phoenix Gold, a small Hungarian club known for churning out gems. Szoboszlai's performances there turned heads far beyond Hungary's borders, landing him a move that would shape his future. But life in Austria? Not a walk in the park. A young Hungarian kid far from home had to level up to a whole new intensity. He got thrown into FC Liefering, Red Bull Salzburg's feeder team, where the physical side of pro football really tested his grit. People wondered if the skinny playmaker from Hungary could hack it. But Szoboszlai, he answered with goals, assists, and performances that screamed, "I'm here to stay." By 17, he was running the show in Austria's second division, and his name was starting to buzz.
In 2018, the moment arrived. Salzburg bumped him up to the senior squad, and this Hungarian wonder kid was ready to light up the Austrian Bundesliga. The 2019-20 season was his coming-out party. He led Salzburg to a league and cup double, racking up 9 goals and 14 assists.
By then, he wasn't just Austria's next big thing. He was one of Europe's hottest young midfielders.
By 2021, every top club in Europe had Szoboszlai on their wish list. Instead of jumping straight to a mega club with big risks, he made a smart move to RB Leipzig for 20 million euros, becoming the priciest Hungarian footballer ever. It was supposed to be the dream. Bundesliga, Champions League, a massive platform to shine, but then boom, an injury sidelined him for 6 brutal months.
He'd barely unpacked his bags at Leipzig before the doubts crept in. Could he bounce back? Could he live up to the hype? For Szoboszlai, giving up was never in the cards. He clawed his way back, and by the 2021-22 season, he was ready to take on Germany. He notched 6 goals, helped Leipzig win the DFB Pokal, and showed he belonged. The next season, he stepped it up even more, scoring against heavyweights like Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich, and shining in the Champions League. By 2023, Leipzig couldn't contain him anymore. The world's elite clubs came calling. One of those clubs was Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp wanted him bad, but the fans? They weren't so sure. 70 million euros is a hefty price tag, and some wondered if a Hungarian could really thrive at one of football's biggest clubs. Szoboszlai did what he does best, proved the haters wrong. From day one, he won over the cop. In his debut against Bournemouth, Liverpool fans voted him man of the match. Right from the jump, you could see what he brought, pure hustle and technical class. That game, by the way, was when Alexis McAllister got that dodgy red card. So Szoboszlai had to cover double the ground with Liverpool down to 10 men. A few weeks later, he bagged his first goal for the Reds. Yup, A screamer from outside the box. Dominik Szoboszlai became the first Hungarian to score for Liverpool and even snagged the club's Men's Player of the Month award. By October 2023, Szoboszlai was creating chances left and right, leading the Premier League with 21 chances created for Liverpool. In the Merseyside Derby, he was everywhere, tracking back to win the ball, threading passes through tight spaces, and leading Liverpool's counterattacks. Check his heat map and passing map from that game. It's a work of art. But then, a hamstring injury on New Year's Day threw a wrench in things. He didn't look the same after that. He came back against Norwich, but it turns out he rushed his recovery. By February 7th, it was clear he'd returned too soon, and he had to sit out several matches. That injury is probably why he hit a rough patch. For an attacking midfielder in Klopp's high-octane Liverpool side, where games were like basketball matches, you've got to produce numbers, goals, assists, chances. Szoboszlai was running his socks off, but it wasn't translating to goals or assists. Klopp's system was wild. End-to-end, always looking to play the ball in behind, which left games wide open. New manager Arne Slot came in with a different vibe, more control, less chaos. But even early under Slot, Szoboszlai's form was inconsistent, and his stats weren't popping like before. Liverpool fans, and even those who'd watched him dominate in the Bundesliga, expected more for that €70 million price tag. He started the season playing every minute of Liverpool's first 10 Premier League games, but then he was getting subbed off in big moments, and his numbers took a dip. Slot, though, found a way to unlock him. Szoboszlai's work rate is insane. He just keeps running at max intensity, which is huge for a team gunning for titles. Under Klopp, Szoboszlai was more of a box-to-box number 8 in a flat 4-3-3, but Slot's 4-2-3-1 lets him roam as a proper attacking midfielder, finding the pockets he loves. Look at his positioning for his goal and assist against Tottenham, or the spaces he exploited against Manchester United and Ipswich. Slot's also got Szoboszlai making clever decoy runs to free up Mo Salah. He'll dart diagonally through the middle, pulling defenders away to leave Salah one-on-one. From there, Salah can either take on his man, like he did against Brighton, or whip an across, like against Chelsea. Against the low block, Szoboszlai makes late runs from deep to exploit gaps in the defense. Even with Slot's magic touch, Szoboszlai has been rotated with Curtis Jones to keep him fresh, especially with Liverpool juggling multiple competitions. Fatigue was a big reason he faded late in the 2024 season. Klopp was running him into the ground, but now he's finding consistency. What makes Szoboszlai special is his relentless engine. Back in the day, number 10s like Mesut Ozil or Juan Ramon Riquelme could get away with just balling when they had the ball. Not anymore. Modern attacking midfielders have to graft, and Szoboszlai is one of the best. Even when the goals and assists aren't flowing, his off-the-ball work is clutch. Slots even said he doesn't get enough love for it because sprinting and tackling aren't as sexy as a 30-yard screamer. He's underrated, Slots said. People don't always see how vital he is to this team. In Liverpool's 4-2-4 pressing shape, Szoboszlai joins the striker up top, hounding opponents and forcing turnovers in dangerous spots. That high press only works if the attacking midfielders got endless stamina, and Szoboszlai's got that in spades. It's not just about running like a madman, though. You need smarts to know when to press and when to drop back. When Liverpool win the ball, it's about control now, not just hoofing it forward like in Klopp's days. Szoboszlai's got the vision to pick out any pass, from a pinpoint long ball to a cheeky through ball. All he needs is to keep creating chances and scoring consistently on top of that work rate. If he can do that, Liverpool's ceiling is sky high. It's not like we're asking Szoboszlai to do something he hasn't done before. He's a proven goal scorer and chance creator. He just needs to do it week in, week out. He's got the skill to thread a perfect pass or leather one into the top corner. Nobody's talking about it, but it's a game changer.